Hello and welcome back to the top 100 maps of all time with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome, and we have reached the top 20, the elite of the elite of the elite. And there's no arguments there, right? I can imagine at number 70, whatever, there's a map there and you go, how's this made the top 100? You're entitled to that opinion, but when you get to the top 20, I don't think there's going to be a single map in this list that you will not feel was worthy of a top 100 place at the very least. And these are the top of the top. Most of them, in my opinion, most of them are worthy of a top 20 spot. Most of them. There's a couple that I would have a little bit lower down personally, but then, like I say, one of my favourite maps of all time didn't even make the top 100. So it's all down to personal opinion. Anyway, top 20 as voted by you. Now, I'm not going to give you any spoilers because that will ruin the top 20. But I will give you a few factoids that maybe you might be able to work out or speculate. Use these factoids in the comments to speculate what is to come. So, we have 20 remaining maps. Those 20 remaining maps are produced by 9 different creators. So, 20 maps, 9 different creators. One of those creators is responsible for a quarter of the maps you've left to see. So 5 of the remaining 20 maps are by the same creator. It won't surprise you who that creator is. Yes, please speculate down below. It won't surprise you, but equally, if I could name you maybe 4, maybe 5 even creators, give you a name, be it true or false, and you wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, there's a small handful of creators that could fall into the category of having made 5 of the top 20. But one of them, speculate down below who you think that's going to be. 4 creators have one map only. Yeah, they're rubbish. Rubbish. No, one map in the top 20. The rest... It's asking a lot to get 2 maps into the top 20. It's asking a lot to get 1 map into the top 20. We're looking at the elite map creators here, okay? And there's nobody on... I'm looking at the list now. There's nobody on this list that I wouldn't have in my top 20 creators of all time. No one. Not one of these. So, thumbs up from me for all of you. Right, in terms of spread of dates, we've got everything from the early episodes in the 500s all the way up to the late episodes of the 1500s. So over 1,000 episodes of What Map. We've got a real spread of maps from all of that. Right, that covers all of that. There's almost spoilers for you. I know it's taken a little bit to get rolling on today's show, but I'm just self-indulging. Allow me to self-indulge, will you? Right, okay, enough about that. Let's talk about the map at number 20. The one you can see down below. Yes, the show starts here. There's always one in the comments. The show starts at 8 minutes 32. Well, whatever. Whatever, Trevor. Right, what we have here is a glorious lake-based map. I say lake-based. You can see we've got rivers as well. Is the lake the feature of the map? Is the river the feature of the map? Are the mountains the feature of the map? Is the network... Do you know what? It's all the feature of the map. It's a creator that you know that I love because I cannot stop saying it. It's just one of those creators. I've got 2 or 3, but yes, I would definitely have this creator as one of my favourite creators. If I had a top 3 favourite creators of all time, this creator is in that top 3. If you said best, I would have to think. Don't ask me to think, but favourite, definitely this creator. Man, who are the best creators of all time? That's a real struggle. Anyway, at number 20, as voted by you with a 93.25% approval rating, it's Lake Amsvartnir, probably mispronounced, by Waftthrudnir. Amsvartnir, Waftthrudnir. Okay, we're off to Austria, or we're off to an Austrian. I'm sure you're Austrian. Do you know what? I forgot to check, but I'm absolutely certain from memory you're from Austria. I'm going to be wrong. It's not too heavy, this one. Not too heavy at all. You do not need any DLC at all. And there are approximately 20 items required to run the map. I say approximately, obviously with modern mods, etc. Swapping out, swapping in, all that kind of baloney. But yeah, not too much at all. No theme mix, it's just the Stray Cats Territory Homecoming theme and the Relight to Average LUT. It was uploaded to the workshop in January of 2020. Currently has, at the time of recording, 2,467 subscribers, 258 of which have marked this as a favourite. It has a... oh, hang on. I don't know what it has. I haven't jotted that one down. Bear with me. Sloppy work from BonBon. It has a 4-star rating, there you go, on Steam from 92 people who have voted. And I reviewed this in episode 854 of What's Map, where I gave it 5 stars for aesthetics, 4 for detail, and 5 for gameplay potential. So, ooh, what? That's weird. Do that again. How did that happen? Oh, didn't go anywhere near my mouse then. Let me try that again, see if that... I can't recreate that. I don't know what... Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. No, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, what you just saw, the zooming in, that was weird. I have a wired mouse and I have an unwired mouse. The mouse I use for What's Map and for recording the show here, this is unwired. But the wired mouse, which connects to my CCTV system, when I threw down my notes, it caught the wired mouse's cable, which must have just shifted the wired mouse enough to just shift the mouse mat to just move. It's weird. I don't know how that's even recreatable. I'm yeah. Woo, magic. This map has brought magic to What's Map. Anyway, sorry. I've been warbling too much. I'm just too excited. I'm too excited. Give me a balloon. We've got a good central 25 tiles with a ring road. We got the river, we got the lake. Start square is here around this little lake. The little lake's a start square. Okay, let me show you. There we go. Little lake's a start square. I think, I don't know whether, we could start over here, I'm just going to start down at the bottom. I don't know which is going to be the most fun journey to take. Let's start down here and enjoy what we have presented to us. So yes, Waftthrudnir. We have network extensions too on this map. I should have mentioned that one because I know a few people have problems with network extensions too. I don't know why they have problems with them, but some people do. And yeah, the problems were bit of game lag there. The problems were eliminated some while ago, but if you're still somebody who's having problems with network extensions too, I think that's about the only reason why you should steer away from Lake Amsvartnir. Other than that, just get in and have fun. It has a great vibe to it, this one. I don't remember too much about it directly off the bat. It's one of many maps from Waftthrudnir that I've just enjoyed over the years. Nicely done, bridge. Nicely done, bridge. Have I got a ground ball? Is that a shadow? That's the shadow. Okay, I'm about to say there looks like there's some sort of weird glitching there. No, it's just the shadow of the bridge. Let's carry on. I remember this. I remember this little bit here. I remember saying how much I approved of the way this intersection's being done with the retaining wall. These retaining support walls. You need a kind of level of skill to truly understand how to use them. Not well, but correctly, you know? I hope this car is really enjoying the little drive through here. You should be. It's a great map. Don't leave the city, it's lovely. Oh, okay, there's no city. Fair enough. Right, we have a little bit of lay mathematics going on as well. Well handled as well. Given I don't think we've got no controller in this map. There's no sign of, well, we're at 2020, it wouldn't be no controller, would there? So yeah, no sign of no controller. So to get lane merging as smoothly done as that, that is true star work. Come over here, we've got a look at the mountains and the river for the first time from this angle. It's really enticing, isn't it? This is the thing. It's one thing building a great map, it's another thing building a map that makes you want to build on it. And this is one that you just look at this and you go, actually, as I'm coming here, I go, actually, look at the way the river works here. I could do this thing over here. I could do this thing around here. Loving how we get a little bit close to the river here. So whatever you do, you're going to be probably having an enclosed area over here. And maybe an enclosed area over here. Small towns just off of the highway in equal places. That just, the whole map just encourages you to open up your imagination, just to have a lot of fun with it. Start square. I don't remember how we get to the start square. Bear with me while it's a right here. Okay, I get it. It's a right here. So again, another beautifully done intersection. The road over rail. Look at this. Look at that. It's pristine. Lane merges again, very believable, very accurate. Pillar placements. Look at this one here. Between the two highways. Can't ask for more than that. Quality through and through as we head off the highway. Again, the lane merging. About as good as you can get. Using Just Move It. Node controller would smooth that out a little bit more. If you are a node controller user, you'll be playing about with that. Was that? Yeah, we've got a little bumpsy here. Don't know if that's something I spotted last time, or I'm imagining that's affected by this road, or something. Anyway, we've got. I didn't give this 5 stars for detail, and it might have been something tiny like that. I don't recall exactly where. I would say it's not a star withheld. 5 stars isn't a star withheld. It's, if I can think of any reason not to give the 5th star, I always refuse to give, and that would be, especially given how close it is to the start square, that would probably be enough. I don't recall. It could have been anything. It could have been absolutely anything. You know, just an incorrectly placed pillar. Again, we've got the rocks floating. This is a mod issue. It's nothing to do with the map. I apologise that the rocks aren't down at ground level. It's a prop snapping issue. I don't know what's causing it. But also, I'm so close to uninstalling Cities Skylines from my system. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Cities Skylines 2, when it comes, I'm just going to get rid of Cities Skylines 1 off my system. I can't face anymore. Okay, I can't take it anymore. It's too much. It's time to move on. I am genuinely excited about moving on to a new game. And while the new game will have its faults, because this is games development, it's going to have faults. It'll have new things to moan about. We'll end up with new modding issues, stuff that we can't imagine now. And we'll be talking about things like, do you remember the time that rocks used to float in Cities Skylines 1 because of prop snapping? Oh my god, that game was rubbish, wasn't it? And then we'll be talking about things that are rubbish in the new game. Because that is how we work. Okay? That is how we work. I haven't waited very long for the water flow to settle on this map. It might be that we might have a little bit of lumpy water. I literally started as I started the flyover. You may have heard me press the start button, the space bar, as I flew down to the edge of map connection. So it might be that the water is a little bit lumpy in a place or two. If it is, again, nothing to do with the map. It's probably down to me, or it's probably down to me. It might be something to do with the map, but it probably isn't. I'm gonna take the weight on this one. Okay, I'm gonna take the weight on this one. Yeah, of course, all the intersections are lovely. The tree work, the mountain work. I'm just doing a random fly around here. Actually, I don't have any targets at all with this flyover. It's a well structured map with. It's not like everything points to one location where you go, and we're going to lead to that big location up here in the mountains where we have a great view of the... No, we haven't. This isn't one of those maps. It's a map that is well done through and through. We have lots of little interesting areas that you can deal with or ignore. Both of those are equal reasons to play this map. And some good bridge building. We'll come over and have a little look at the double bridge. Everybody loves a double bridge. No, that's not right, is it? Big old BonBon. Big old. Loving this one. This pillar stuck in the middle of the river. We have encapsulated it within a key. We've got a little bit of a glitchy thing going on there. Again, that might just be on this particular load. Let's not break any sweat on this. This is one of the best maps of all time. We are not breaking any sweat on any of this stuff, okay? We have, let me hang on, we'll pull the camera back a minute. So we have, this is the big old lake, right? The big old lake. Wasn't that an arm? I remember in the discussion, this was a wolf or something, wasn't it? This is a wolf, or I don't recall, but, and I think this is the head, and that's the tail, and that's a trailing leg. It was something like that, and I think, if I'm remembering rightly, didn't Waftthrudnir tell us that this was actually from real life? Somebody's back in the old days created. And then we have these shallow. This isn't glitchy. This is how it's meant to be. Excuse me. Yeah, this is how it's meant to be. This is very deliberate. And yeah, real life location, if I remember rightly. I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do remember rightly. I'm probably wrong. I usually am. Since I'm sure about something, it turns out I was actually wrong all the time. But anyway, yeah, you start square area, excluding the floating rocks, just nudging up and nestling up to this little secluded lake. Then we have, just look at the mountains. Backdrop mountains are stunning. We've got a couple of rivers running down through them, including this one, which has the Oxbow Lake as well. And then just the flow of the trees in the mountain is somewhat dreamy. The way the trees are on this map, somewhat dreamy, with a few little dotted lakes just breaking things up, adding a little bit of blue into the mountains, the river cutting down through the valley, merging in with our river all the way down here, and then what is a wide winding river, including, we have a little bit of a expanded waterfall along here. And this is, now I'm telling you as somebody who's tried to make waterfalls in game before, this is about as good as you're gonna do. I mean, unless you there are some trick mechanics you can do. I was intended to make that tutorial on how to make the perfect waterfall. Never had the time. It never actually, the problem with tutorials is they are very time consuming to put together, unless you're just going to bodge one. They get a lot of views to bodge tutorials. I don't have time. Well, no, I don't have time. Don't have the heart to pump out a bodged one. This is how you do this, and then doing it in real time. I don't like it. I'd rather spend the time editing something that works really well. This works really well, doesn't it? Ooh, it's a flaming castle. Again, we've got some vanilla floating assets. Again, that's prop snapping, and again, I don't know how to fix that, and I'm not spending hours doing it when this game's going to be gone very shortly. Yeah, I do remember this castle being up here. Well, was it more of it's almost more of a citadel, isn't it? But the way it's very expansive, very expensive. Loving the hints of the shapes of the buildings without actually giving us any buildings. It's lovely. It is very, very lovely. I don't think there's anything more there is to see here. I mean, I mean, this mountain in the corner. It's going to be clouded in fog if you're playing vanilla rules. Look at this mountain in the corner. It's got character. It's got absolute character. It's a beauty of a map. That's why I gave it 5 stars for aesthetics. Yeah, great design. Lots of interesting ways to play the map, to build a city on this map. Yeah, Waftthrudnir, there is a reason why I like Waftthrudnir. And I think this map, as much as any other map of Waftthrudnir, this sums up why I like Waftthrudnir. amazing. Lake Amsvartnir by Waftthrudnir. Our 20th best map of all time, with a 93.25% approval rating. Thanks, Waftthrudnir. You're amazing. Let me just check my notes. I'm not sure. How many more have we got from Waftthrudnir? I'm not going to say. But I'm not disappointed. There we go. That probably tells you. That tells you everything you need to know. Okay. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me later today for What Map Live. We'll be checking out a couple of maps that are big on the workshop at the moment. And then tomorrow we'll be having... no, that's tomorrow. I take it back. Tomorrow, join me for What Map Live, where we'll be checking out the maps that are performing well. Join me tonight for the Dev Diary live stream, where we'll be talking about the latest news on Cities Skylines 2. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for putting up with me. And a big shout out to all the BonBon buddies on Patreon and YouTube membership for supporting the channel. You guys are the very, very best, and I love you very, very much. And I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.